What up, everybody? You're now tuned in and tapped in with IAMSU. Today, we got somebody very special, one of my best friends, my big brother, Rossi. It's really good.
What's happening?
You know, a lot of kids might not even really understand how deep the connection is with you and the gang. And just all the stuff that you do bring to the table, just energy wise, contribution concept wise. Let's start like talking about your background and really fill these people in. Like, I don't know if the kids know that you were a dancer at a point in time.
Yep, definitely was a dancer. I danced most of the majority of my life, honestly, more than I did music.
Yeah.
What really did it was in high school when we was the main event. Cool John actually. Cool John was actually. I'm surprised you didn't talk about it when his interview.
I know.
You should have talked about it when. But John was actually one of our main choreographers, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But yep, the dancer up in there, fast learner. Wasn't a choreographer though.
Right. What was like moments from that time that you remember like most fondly?
Boy, it was like the way women responded to us at the time.
Yeah.
It was like pandemonium. It was like B2K. It was like a scream tour or something like that. We used to always walk around with these hoodies, no matter, never compromise the swag, no matter what weather it was. I mean, whether it was hot, whatever. We used to wear these big ass hoodies with our nicknames on them from the group or whatever. So,
what was your nickname?
Batman. That's what everybody. That's what they called me in high school.
What was like the meaning behind that nickname? Where do you think it came from?
I don't know. I never told anyone to call me Batman or nothing, but I was just a big Batman fan, and I guess I said it enough, you know what I'm saying? And then I can't even tell you how it started, but
Yeah.
it just picked up, and I just never really turned it down, honestly. A dude named like Andre Favre, he put together this show, like he seen us perform at the mall actually.
Yeah.
And then
at Hilltop Mall.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Somebody the Bay Area Steppers invited us to get on a
Salute the Bay Area Steppers. That's
sure.
Richmond history right there.
But they invited us to get on their set. So they had us go on there. We performed. He seen us,
Mm-hmm.
and then he told us about this big show he was throwing on with Omarion, Marcus Houston, and stuff like that, or whatever. You know, this was when Omarion first went solo.
Mm-hmm.
It's when Marcus Houston had like the little naked song or something like that going on.
That's a classic song.
Yeah, so they was big at the time. So so they had us go, had us do it. Go figure, it was just a little talent show.
Yeah.
Gassed us up like, if y'all do well, Marion could bring you on tour, blah, 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 blah.
Fully blew your
None of that
up.
happened. None of that. Marion, he didn't even speak to us.
Wow.
I think he judged it, though. Whatever, though. But the thing with that, though, that's what made us hella, like, more popular in Richmond and stuff like that. So the shows that we started to do afterwards, like, it was crazy. Because it's like whenever we performed at the Richmond Auditorium or, like, wherever, like, girls would really run to the front. So it was like the scream tour or something. It was like pandemonium. That shit was crazy. So that's what really kind of got us all used to what came on, you know what I'm saying, later on.
Right, like just that attention and that energy.
Yeah,
because y'all were celebrities in the area.
Little baby Richmond celebrities.
Yeah,
little baby ones.
That's crazy. So
it was cool though.
What made it transition into singing? Like, what made people feel, or what made you feel rather, that I'm gonna go with the singing lane instead of being a dancer?
Honestly, singing was always something I did, kind of on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I was more of a dancer, but singing was just always something I just always played around with. But honestly, I just got enough compliments, I guess. I never really thought nothing of it until a couple of homies of mine had heard me just playing around on some song and stuff like that, and then they were just like, "Hey, you can sing. You might got something, man. Yeah, let's work on your voice. This, that, and the third." And then from there, I just started to, work on my craft a little bit and stuff like that. I started to realize that I really love singing.
Yeah.
And, that meant more to me than anything, going forward. And then that's when I started to meet y'all and stuff. So
yeah.
And then it really just happened. So
what was like an early experience in the music industry? Like your first piece of attention you got from being a singer?
As an HBK or just in general?
In general.
Shoot, probably when I sung me and Rance.
Yeah.
We sung Anywhere by 112 at the spring. It was called like a spring fling or something. When we went to Crespi Middle School, and we sung Anywhere, and he rapped the Lil Zane part or something. No, he was trying to sing, matter of fact, but he kept, like, when it was his part, he kept giving me the mic and stuff. So I ended up singing the whole song until Lil Zane part came on, and then he rapped that part. So it's funny how that played out. But all the girls, you know, like, or at least the ones that was there, he was like, "Oh my God, you can sing!" All this and stuff. So it was cool. It was cool. So I was like, okay, I might be able, you know, might hold a little notice of it. It might be cool.
Yeah.
So that was probably like my first little bit of attention.
That's hella funny, bro. I could just remember meeting y'all at CCC. Like, that was crazy. Like, coming from, because we didn't go to the same high school. So, coming from two different experiences, you know what I mean? And I always looked at y'all like, these guys is hella cool. Like, I want to get down with these guys. Like, whatever they had going, y'all just always had shit cracking. Like, in the little walkway when you would come to visit CCC and all of that. I was like, man, what's going on? And then ended up linking up with Cool John. I think Kuya introduced me to Rance. And then this from there, I started building with y'all, kicking with y'all. And it's just crazy how that whole two big groups of friends came together and made a whole movement.
Yeah, and it was funny because, you know, leading up to meeting you, like, I always heard, you know, like, so much about you, you know, just, but it was more so in terms of a producer, though. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, Sue. You know, I didn't know what you looked like. I thought you was a white boy at first. You know, I didn't know, like, what the hell you look like. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that time when we met, and he was like, oh, I'm Sue. I'm like, oh, you Sue? But I know it came off hella more aggressive than what it needed to.
Like, yeah, that's me. Had my backpack on. Yeah. I got this memory, like, I went to L.A. and watched you perform at that mall in Burbank for that chic contest.
Boy.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that, bro?
Oh, God. What was that dude's name who put that show on? I can't even think of his name. I would love to shout him out. Anyway, though, but Sheik had this competition where it's like they would, I think they was trying to start a label or something, or they had like a little sub label or something. I don't know. Yeah. But at this time, I was doing anything. Like, I tried out for American Idol. I tried out for like, it was something called like Superstar or something to do with a star. It was like one of Diddy's show. I don't even think it like. It might have aired. I don't remember, but I think it was like one.
Just like a failed pilot.
Nothing happened. Yeah, like nothing of that happened. I auditioned for that.
Yeah.
And I auditioned for this Chic thing. That was the one that I really like. I auditioned for a Chris Stokes YouTube channel.
Wow.
I mean, YouTube little competition thing, and I had got all the way to the finals, and I lost. I don't remember who I lost to, but anyway though. But the Chic one though, they had these auditions. They had it at Hilltop Mall.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And then I went and I sung Something Special by Usher. And I could just tell by the judges what you call it. They was like, yeah, we're gonna call you in like a week. To let you know, let the winners know or whatever. They called me the next day and told me and stuff like that. So they, got my flight information. I mean my information for the flight and stuff like that. Went through, what they asked me, they was like, do you have original music? And I was like, nah, I didn't have, I never really recorded my own song at that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was asking if I had my own original music, stuff like that. I was like, no. And then, so I went and then I performed just any song. And then they got on me for not singing my
Talk about. I know that shit was hella loud. So you won the Hilltop leg of it.
I won the Hilltop leg, yeah.
I think YG performed or something at that.
If he did, I don't remember.
Because I remember Doc Dollar performed at that.
I don't remember that.
I pulled up randomly as I was just an onlooker, so I'm soaking in all the info. But I believe YG performed because they set up the stage outside. Was that the same thing?
No. It was inside the mall.
That one was inside the mall.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the second event. So they got your info and they flew you down to LA.
Yep,
and then what happened from there?
So, like I said, going up into it, they asked me if I had original music. And I was like, no. So I get up there, I sing some other song. And they get on me for not having original music. And I was like, I told y'all to begin with. You know what I'm saying? But So I didn't win that. Shit, whatever.
Did you get some free Reeboks or something like that?
Yeah, I got I got two pairs of something, whatever they was that ain't come out. That I mean, no, they came out, but they wasn't out at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool. I mean, that was cool.
Did you ever wear those shoes?
Yeah, I did. One of them. I think I gave the other pair to my brother or something.
Oh, okay. So, like, saying you didn't have any original music, what was the point, the turning point? Was it that when you realized you needed to start recording your own songs, or was it a slow process growing into becoming your own artist?
It was a slow process because I didn't know what exactly I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
That was always like one of my things I always trying to figure out was the fact because I'm so diverse, my personality goes everywhere. It's like 1 minute I could talk about some, you know what I'm saying, like some nigga shit, you know what I'm saying, like growing up in Richmond, but then I can tell you all types of random astronomy facts or like, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that or whatever. And then when, you know, in music, I can listen to, you know, shit, speaking of YG, I can listen to YG and then I can listen to Maroon 5 or something like that, all within the same playlist. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how I feel at the time. Mm-hmm. So it was just kind of trying to hone in what exactly I wanted to do or what message I was trying to portray. Yeah. And stuff. So it was definitely a gradual thing until I started recording my own music.
Yeah, and I remember the first batch of songs we would make. It's when I first got my little mic set up in my room. Mm-hmm. So we would go in there and make hella songs. I remember I don't know if it was Race for Your Love or Out the Door. I think we might have made Out the Door at Chief House, but it was like Race for Your Love or one more song that Ari, who's my barber, and her friend came. They brought when Jack in the Box was making funnel cakes. Mm-hmm. They slid through and heard the song, and I was like, "Damn, we damn near got a song." Like we played them that music.
It was Race for Your Love. That was the first one.
Yeah.
And then I started to get just a little bit of baby attention for that, and I was not ready. Like I was so scared, boy. I was like, "Oh hell no." I didn't know what the fuck to do with that at that time. And shit, I damn near crawled into a little ball for that one.
That energy must have been crazy.
It just wasn't something I was, you know,
natural.
I mean, because of course, like you put out music and stuff, or you record music, you want to get attention for it, you want to get the recognition you deserve for it, or you feel like you deserve. But you know, once you start to get it a little bit, it's an adjustment. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm sure you can, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Just as time progressed and me putting music out. From not getting no reaction to over the course of time on stuff that happened, it's like sometimes I just be wanting to disappear. Yeah. I get nervous. Even right now, I'll put a song out and I'll be like, damn. You know?
Boy, before I put out anything, like no matter what it is, I get nervous. Like I get nervous as hell.
Yeah. But this is a fun fact about me and you though. Like this is one of the people that I send my music to before I put it out. And if I don't get a real head nod out of this guy, then it's probably not going to come out. You know? It's a lot of music that didn't see the light of day because either I didn't get no text back or he just was like, the reaction it wasn't all the way what I thought it was going to be. Like, I'll play a song and I'll be looking at him, I'll peep over like, oh, okay. Feel me? And if I don't get the official, like, nigga, this shit, then. So that's probably why y'all heard a difference in my music getting the Rossi approved. And it really went into effect, like the field. I feel like
finally started listening to me. That's really all. That's really all it took. Finally started listening to me. I've been telling this nigga for years.
That's a fact, though.
Every day I hold it down. We don't do no frontin', I know bacon on my side of town.
What for the people out there is coming next? Like, what's the next move? And what are you working on? What can they expect? All that kind of good stuff.
So I am working on my EP. Mm-hmm.